put all the hard work in, and he's ready to explode inside those ropes. His entrance here, what a ring walk. Just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand.
Please welcome the greatest of all time. And his opponents, fighting out of the red corner, the
All right, guys. Protect yourself at all times. You got that? All right, let's touch them up.
Opening stanza of this 12-round fight. It's a mighty list of power punchers that Muhammad Ali has continually faced. You got Joe Frazier on there. You got George Foreman on there. And tonight, now this power puncher opposite him.
Well, you have two problems with that power. Two of them when you face Ali. One is, how do you land it? You have to find the perfect spot. Maybe catch him, pull him back with his hands down. You know, maybe time him as he's throwing a jab. But very difficult to do. And then the second problem, you have a guy that you're hitting that has a great chin.
Good-looking counter punch. Halfway through this round here. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Oh, and there you go. The Brown Bomber stunned, and he is hurt. Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Move your feet. Get your hands up.
Final 10 seconds of round number one. Ali's work rate carrying the day here. The punch numbers show that as we look at that last round.
Well, you know where some of those numbers come? They come in bunches just from the shoe shine. Those couple spots where he just got inside and he just polished those shoes, moved those hands.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. You know, boxing is a global sport. I think sometimes in North America we lose touch of that, but boxing is such a global sport, and every little region of the country defines its fighters differently, and the fighters are defined by where they come from.
Yeah, it really is. You know, sometimes if a fighter is from maybe a place where there's not many resources, then you're going to get a fighter who's a little cruder, and he's going to have to be more physical because, you know, he doesn't have the apparatuses in the gym where, you know, he can hit a double end ball or, you know, he can be inclined to be a little bit more technical. And I think that you're influenced by those kind of things, by the lackings of certain benefits in somebody's background or preparation.
The Brown Bombers now got to deal with swelling. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. That straight right unable to connect. to deal with the swelling.
You know, Muhammad Ali, his nature, his constitution is always to deal with things. You know, it's always overcoming. He's always talking about, I'll find a way, I'll overcome, I'll pull off this upset. He's going to have to overcome this situation.
Now hugging on the inside. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Good block by Ali. At the end of the 20th century, many of the greatest of lists were all topped by Muhammad Ali. In fact, Sports Illustrated named him the sportsman of the century. I know Babe Ruth had a great effect on baseball. Michael Jordan's probably the greatest basketball player of all time. But I don't know that there's anybody that touched the world stage the way Ali did.
No, there probably isn't. At one point, he was probably the most recognizable face on the planet. I mean, everybody knew who he was. And also, what he stood for. You know, he stood for freedom. He stood for power, for strength. And he stood for, most important of all, individualism. And that's how he lived his life in and out of the ring. You know, he was very, different in that ring in his approach, his style. And that wasn't by accident. It was to stand out and show that everybody is unique.
He engages in the clinch. Good block. Clinching his opponent. Nobody likes to see that. 10 seconds to go in this third round. Look at the punch numbers from Muhammad Ali. He was much the busier fighter.
And you would expect that from Ali because he has the speed and he knows the best way to use that speed is to put them together.
He tried to nab him up top but was unable to connect. If I'm his opponent, I look at that eye and I say, that's the magic button. Keep going right there, touch it, and we can get a stoppage here.
Well, you're not wrong, but also it could work the other way to your detriment. You could be looking for that spot so much that now you're throwing one punch at a time. You're looking just for that. You're not doing the other things. You're not using the jab to set it up. You're not going to the body. And maybe you actually allow your opponent to survive longer because he could see that one shot coming. He could avoid that one shot.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Look at the punch numbers from Muhammad Ali. He was much the busier fighter.
And you would expect that from Ali because he has